Clappity clap clap. Welcome back.
We need something that rhymes with clap.
Clappity clap clap.
It back to us in a snap.
I don't.
Okay, well, think of something better then.
I'm trying.
Snap, lap, clap,
crap,
pap, smear.
Pap smear. Clappity clap
Smear.
Smear. What is a pap smear? It's one of those. It's a pregnancy thing.
Yeah. I always get it confused. The one I really want to do is the one where they put the cool jelly on your belly and they rub it around.
An ultrasound.
Yeah. I want to do that, but I don't want there to be anything in there. That jelly looks so appealing.
You can get I've had ultrasounds done for a few different things.
You've had an ultrasound?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Was that too? I'm so jealous. So what did the jelly feel like? I've never known anyone to have an ultrasound.
It felt like exactly how jelly feels.
Oh, but did it feel satisfying and cool?
It's pretty cold, so if you're sweaty, it feels good.
Were you sweaty?
One of the times, because I used to get it when I do physical therapy. They
just did it each time? All right.
Yeah, they need to see what was inside my knee.
What do you have to break to do physical therapy? Wait, so they did a pap smear on your knee?
No, they didn't. Well,
they did it on your
it's
belly.
Not a pap smear.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I don't know what it does, but it does something to help
did they put the jelly
muscle,
on your knee
growth or
your belly
regeneration? It was on my knee, and I've had it done on my shoulder.
Then that's not what I want. I want it on my belly.
Do you want them to take a look inside or just put it on?
I mean, I would feel silly if they didn't do look inside, because I don't want I want the jelly to have a purpose.
Just fake being pregnant and go into the doctor and be like, I need a jelly done on me. Bring me your finest jelly. And I'll bring the peanut butter.
I've convinced myself I was pregnant many times. Illogically, Yeah, I'm really good at that. Also,
I was around for some of those.
I know. I would show up at Planned Parenthood.
I planted the seed, if you know what I mean.
Okay, that isn't even what I was talking about. Before you, I went in multiple times. There was no sexual activity happening. I would just wake up one morning and be like, I am with a child. And then I would just convince myself I was pregnant, and I was just the next Mary. There was no sexual activity to produce the child. I would just wake up and be sure. It was a little OCD thing. I was it's in me, and I would go to Planned Parenthood, and they would be like, have you been sexual? And I'd be like, no. And they would be like, do you haven't? Oh, you lied. The boy has joined us.
Oh, shit. Oh, he must have.
He's gone.
Oh, you know what? Because how I was saying.
Because of
my preamp isn't in front of the door anymore, so he's able to slide right under.
He's coming for our emergency beers.
But, you with your pregnancy is like me with my diabetes. There was a while where I would convince myself pretty frequently that I had type 1 diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense for us.
Yeah.
What made you think you had type 1 diabetes?
Just the fact that my sister has it. So I was like, well.
What are the symptoms?
Fucking being diabetic and shit. Well, one of the things, a sign of pre-diabetes or undiagnosed diabetes is, I don't know why or how this works, but you urinate a lot, you pee a lot.
And you do pee a lot.
I do pee
But
a
you
lot.
also drink a lot of water.
Because I have fucking diabetes. That's what I was thinking. I'd lay in bed shaking.
Worried.
Worried and worrying.
Me too.
About my diabetes. There was a while where the word diabetes was there's a solid 6 years where the word diabetes was just a meme. Because people would be like, diabetes.
Oh, I thought, I guess that meme didn't stretch to my town, my parts.
It was an only thing.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. We need a new, illness meme. For a while,
it was
there
ALS. Because of the water?
I don't think it was ever a meme.
But it was a trend. Everyone knew about it.
Yeah, ALS was like cool though. It wasn't something like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Not
It wasn't something. If someone had ALS,
AIDS.
yeah.
Like AIDS has always been like a punchline.
Well, now it is. It was not a punchline for a long time.
It was a punchline for a lot of people though. Like in the 80s,
a lot of
like
evil
half the country.
yeah. And that was very bad. That was terrible. That was a terrible thing.
Listen, I've seen Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah.
The movie's about gambling, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh. Well, it's about gambling with getting
Did you listen? Speaking
AIDS.
of, I don't know what, but did you listen to the new Lana album?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't even know she put out a new album.
Yeah, it came out a few days ago.
Is it good?
I listened to it. I liked it.
I like the one where she's like,
I know you do like that. The greatest, no, Norman fucking Rockwell.
Norman freaking Rockwell.
Norman freaking Rockwell. Norman freaking Rockwell.
Yeah, that's a pretty fire album.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, I came across a Reddit post I thought you might like. I was scrolling through Trees, the weed subreddit.
Oh, they call it trees. That's good to know because if I would have wanted to find information about a tree, I would have looked up /trees.
Yeah, well, that would have. Here's some gold, kind stranger, for your misdirection into the wrong subreddit. Here is a map to guide you back.
All right. What was it?
For the information that you seek.
Okay.
And I tip my head to you, fair lady.
You're just gonna read it off the dome? Are you gonna pull out your phone, or is it just?
So it was someone posted like freaking out, like I think my dealer laced my weed. I'm freaking out, like everything's spinning, like all this shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like in a moment of panic. He's like, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do?" Reddit.
Yeah.
Which is something that I would have done when I was too high and like 14 years old.
Yeah.
So totally fair, but at the same.
Do they get back to you that quickly on Reddit?
He needs a response immediately. For a subreddit that's as popular as like trees, like there's a few. There's probably
a subreddit as popular as trees.
Yeah, there's a few million people. There, I mean, I'm just saying that's a pretty big community. There's a few million people in that subreddit, some of whom are going to be online.
Yeah,
like for example, I posted something in the audio engineering subreddit, which probably has like 5%, and I got like 5 answers within a few hours.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So this guy posted and he's like, help, and it's most of those people like, hey man, just take a deep breath and let it in, or like it's full of those fucking like dipshit stoners who like don't understand that weed affects different people differently, and they're like, oh, just smoke more weed.
Like, you haven't tried the right strain yet.
Yeah. Oh dude, just smoke an indica. As if this guy didn't just buy it in his high school bathroom.
I know.
But anyway, someone commented here, and I'll pull up my phone for this comment because I don't have this.
I thought this was a segue into the time that you thought your edible was laced with fentanyl.
Oh no, that was a bad time though.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I fully thought it was, but I was like, that's just me being crazy, so I just said the opposite.
So someone responded to this poor soul saying, weed can cause anxiety, high anxiety can cause twitching, your muscles are going to mix signals from your brain, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Shift your thing to something more positive like music, TV, etc. And the original poster, original...
Just...
You're not going to yawn after what I tell you now. This is just good education.
Okay.
If any of our listeners are thinking of trying weed for the first time,
you might
get
nobody
anxious.
Listening to us has not smoked weed yet.
Well, I have yet to tap into my market of untested high schoolers.
Okay. All right, keep going.
So the original poster replied to this comment saying, I started listening to Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohen, and I'm feeling a lot better, but a bit paranoid.
Are you checking to see if that laugh was too loud? Because it was.
No, I just like using, making sure we're still recording.
That's amazing. I'm so sorry that I yawned. I take it back. Walking in Memphis.
Walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet touching the ground.
We were so close. That is a banger of a song. That would take me out of any panic attack.
Are there any other songs that you'd listen to that, like, if you're having a weed panic attack, like automatic, like this song will chill you out?
I don't know. Like, if it's a for real weed panic attack, I probably... I
think silence is kind of the only way to go for that.
I don't think I could like handle any stimulation. I've had a few where what I do when I'm having a panic attack while I'm high, I just hold myself and I'm just like,
you just don't breathe.
I just say every second I get less high. Every second I get less high. Okay. And I just keep telling myself with each minute that passes, like the problem is going away.
That's honestly a good strategy though.
Yeah.
Like that's smart.
And also like now I've had it where I'm like, this is temporary. But the first few times it happened, I was like, well, I won't even.
Yeah, no, I mean, they can be fucking scary.
That road.
For me, most of the time, like if it's like real bad, I can't do any music. I just can't do any stimulation.
Yeah.
But that's like pretty rare. But it used to be, I'd listen to any song with like a really strong melody that would evoke emotion.
Like Need You Now by Lady Antebellum.
No.
Like what?
What's that other Lady Antebellum song?
There's only one other one that I
know. There's like
mentioning.
Two. It's
Sydney just texted me, and she asked me if I ordered groceries. No, Sydney, I did not. Keep going.
I would typically opt for like a Boys to Men was a big go-to of mine.
Oh, okay.
End of the road, like I'll be with you till the end of the road.
That's good. I like that.
But or
what hurts the most? Rascal Flatts.
that just doesn't get me going. Like
What?
Boys to there's no soul. There's no soul.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have
It's
to beg.
unseasoned.
I'm gonna have to beg to differ.
Imagine if picture any Rascal Flatts song, and then imagine if Boys to Men
Well,
covered
I'm not
it.
saying one is better than the other. I'm just adding to the list. This isn't a competition.
Okay.
All right, relax. Your music is the best. Now listen to me. What hurt the most? That one doesn't evoke any emotion.
I'm Boys to Men. We were boys, now we're men. And then the other big one was like, Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh, like, be for real. You're looking at me like I would know that song.
That's like a major fucking that's like one of the most popular songs of all time.
I know. I think that I don't know the most popular. Like, those are the songs that I missed.
Okay, and then this is another like hugely popular song that you don't know. Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, I should know that one, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I think we listened to it one time in the car, and I think I liked it.
No, because I was going to play, and then you're like, no, I want to listen to it by myself when I'm like in the mindset.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have wanted to listen to it with you, because then I would have felt too much pressure to like the song. It would have made me resent the song.
It's literally impossible to dislike that song, though. Like, it's so fucking good. Okay. It's one of the... It's like Charlie Brown by the Coasters. Fee, fee, fi. I found a tattoo artist on Instagram the other day who seems to specialize in various Snoopies. There's Snoopy with sunglasses on.
I know
Snoopy
that one.
sleeping.
Me and Taylor one time,
Baby Snoopy.
we're talking about like which Snoopy we would be.
Which Snoopy you would be, boo?
I would be the little yellow bird, and there's one specifically. Oh, public safety alert! It's safe to drink. Okay, that's all. Say something.
I was trying to think of something clever and I couldn't.
Wait. What were we just talking about? Sorry.
Oh, public safety
I know.
alert.
I got mine first. They care about me more.
Will remain safe to drink at least through 3:30 p.m.
I don't understand.
tomorrow.
So we're in Philadelphia right now, and they're sending out these water things. Like, I don't understand the timing. They're like, it's safe to drink until 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? Is it just gonna get dirty? What?
Well, yeah. So the contaminant spilled, but it takes a while for like the tainted water to make its way through the spring into the Philadelphia
I
system.
thought. But if it was unsafe last night, how is it now safe? Just for a little.
It wasn't unsafe last night.
Oh, I thought they said.
They were saying it will get unsafe.
I say.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood the public service announcement. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in the zone that counts, so
Yeah, you're
I
outside
ignored
the
it.
zone.
I should have brought you some water.
Eh. I'll survive off Logan Paul's Prime
And Coors Light.
and Coors Light.
The mountains are blue.
It reminds me of when those people in Hawaii got the nuclear reactor.
What would you do if you got that? I would kill myself.
I'd kill myself too.
Yeah. Not much of a discussion there.
No, I was talking with my coworker about that actually, and he was like, "Man, like I would just try to enjoy that life, like call my mom, sit on the porch, have a beer." I was like, "No,
what are you going to talk about?"
He was like, "I'd panic for a minute, and then I just accept it."
That's bullshit. No, you wouldn't. If you've been faced with death, you don't accept it.
No.
Same thing with a zombie apocalypse. I'm killing myself. What do I have to live for? I wouldn't survive. I'm not one of the strong. I'm not strong enough.
No, and even if I was strong enough,
Mentally,
I enjoy my quality of life.
No, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't live
I'm
without.
accustomed to.
Yeah, I like my little activities. I like my trinkets. I want to have Wi-Fi, and that I just couldn't live with. Can't live without it.
No, me neither. Yeah, no,
Yep.
I would not fare well in any sort of post-apocalyptic situation.
Me neither.
Yeah, so we'll just off
We'd
ourselves.
be fucked. So good luck to everybody else. 2 less bodies to worry about.
Yep. Just thin the herd, as they say.
I've been thinking recently, now that I've squashed my beef with James and Bean Boy, and all the scores are settled, I'm just a little bored now. I think I really want like an arch nemesis.
Yeah, you need someone to have beef with.
Yeah, I'm looking for an arch nemesis. I'm looking for a Perry the Platypus, Dr. Doofenshmirtz situation.
Okay.
So if anybody listening knows anybody who's a little tricky and I don't know, who seems like they could be a good arch nemesis, just let me know.
Well,
because you've had many enemies.
I make many enemies in my life. Yes.
Yeah, and I want one.
I
Not
have
really.
a hard
I think,
time getting along with people.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Me neither. So here's what you need to do. This is kind of piggybacking a little bit on what we talked about last week, actually. You need to start actively fighting crime in Philadelphia, because who gets the fucking arch nemesis? The people.
Oh, vigilantes get arch nemesis.
Yeah, Batman and Batman's enemies, Spider-Man and all the enemies of him, the Flash and all the people who don't like him as well.
Yeah.
All these villains, Scarface, the Hulk when he's angry, that the horse from The Godfather. The black guy from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
These are all enemies
of you. Those are your enemies in order of most hated to least hated.
Yeah. But no, if you start fighting crime, naturally you'll encounter someone from time to time where you'll be fighting the crime and whatnot, and he'll just get away and you'll go, oh, blank, blank, blank.
You. Actually, I think you could be my arch nemesis.
Really?
Because I don't want the stakes to be that high. I just want a little bit of bickering.
I don't know how that podcast chemistry will go if we become arch nemeses.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'll find someone else
Unless we turn that into that we turn off the angle of the podcast being.
Yeah, well, we'll just figure out what's more interesting.
We're enemies.
We'll be like, oh, we're exes, and then if they don't react, we'll be like, just kidding. We're not. We're arch nemesis. We're enemies. And they'll go,
enemies.
What? But enemies is already done. Frenemies.
Yeah, but they were friends.
Are we not friends?
Well, we'd have to.
You're right. We'd have to commit.
Off.
All right. I think we just stick with what we got. On Good Terms too. Wouldn't. It's a lot better if we're exes.
Maybe next season of On Good Terms there can be a
next season. Are we taking a break?
Well, no. I'm just saying this podcast should follow like a plot.
Ooh, yeah, and the plot is our life.
Yeah, but we should, write in little things to get upset about and stuff like that.
Yeah, good idea.
And then one of the plots could be us becoming arch nemesis.
Yeah, we just argue more and more each episode.
Yeah, and then one of us does something horrible.
And it's going to be you. Or it could be me. Yeah. Only
Tune in next week to find
out.
Subscribe to the Patreon. Speaking of the Patreon, I have yet to receive a single penny for Tunnel Town. So just keep in mind, everyone, I don't want to push it too hard. I know you guys get this podcast for free, and we're going to keep giving out all of our content for free.
All of our content, which includes...
Because that's the name of the game, and we want you guys to giggle and laugh and chuckle.
You guys, all 10 of you.
And cluck.
Love you to pieces.
But
cluck, cluck.
Sometimes when you consume enough content, it's nice to show appreciation. Stop. It's nice to show.
You meant that. Stop.
I'm giving a fucking. Let me do my monologue.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I'm turning to the camera.
You're looking me in the eyes.
Jamie, zoom in.
Jamie.
It's monologue time, baby. Sometimes when you consume content and it becomes part of your regular schedule, or you not rely on that content. No, you do rely on that content. Like every Sunday you get real excited for an episode or something. Sometimes in situations like that, it can really help the creator if you support them a little bit financially. And
Eric's worried he's going to get laid off tomorrow.
I'm not getting laid off. If I do get laid off, we'll make a whole podcast about it. And I'm not saying my own finances. I'm just saying I can't afford Tunnel Town by myself. I would love... This project means so much to me, and I think that it means so much to you guys, that it would be doing a disservice to both me, Eric, and the audience if Tunnel Town was anything short of
amazing.
A masterpiece, a tunnel and a maze that encompasses life,
And part of it can be outside because the boy likes to bask in the sun.
Yeah, as long as I block off
birds.
Yeah.
Well, it'll have to be like a cat patio.
Yeah, or we'll also take supplies and donations for a catio. We are. I think
it's way
How
too
do people
early.
Get donations for things?
Well, everybody who listens literally knows. Just give it to me next time you see me.
We're BIPOC.
No, don't even.
That's a thing.
I know what it is. That doesn't count.
I couldn't tell you what that stands for. For a while, I thought it was bisexual people of color. I know that it's bilingual indigenous people of color. It's bisexual indigenous people of color.
I honestly don't know.
It's by curious indigenous people of color.
I just thought it was like black indigenous people of color.
Black people are people of color, though.
Well, I thought maybe it was like black people, indigenous people, and also anyone. I mean, I guess it's just like POC, but well, I don't know. But we're not that, so.
If you're an art teacher, it stands for buy pencils or crayons.
That's like for Sydney.
Yes, buy pencils or crayons.
And what else could it be? Boop, peep, beep, boop, boop, boop. I can't think that quick. I'm in the wrong business.
Or if you're an art teacher and you're out of supplies and you don't have the money to buy them, you could tell your students, bring in pencils or crayons. Send a note to the parents saying, bring in pencils or crayons.
Or it could be,
support a
boy, I
pencil or crayon
out crazy. Something
That's
like
good.
that.
So either way, regardless of what that stands for, you should donate to us, which are those pencils and crayons, and my cat, who is actually black and white. So that's got to mean something
to you,
to him, to the people. So please send me money so I can make a giant maze for my cat. End monologue. You can zoom back out and you can resume your speaking.
Okay, I didn't have anything to say. I just. That's all. I have nothing. I'm out of ideas.
There might be an earthquake here one day, and how are you going to feel when there's an earthquake and I'm buried under the rubble and you say,
what?
I could have helped him build Tunnel Town. And he could be swimming through tunnels while he's under the rubble.
Swimming through tunnels? Okay, okay. What are the tunnels made out of that they aren't crushed in the rubble?
It would be underground.
We need to have cement tunnels for Tunnel Town. They need to withstand any natural disaster.
Yeah, it'll be like a bomb shelter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Oh, good thing you got those emergency beers.
Yeah, you're already out. You're crushing
Only because I spilled on myself. I spilled everywhere. I'm a really messy eater. I really wish I wasn't. I don't know how it happens. I literally black out when I eat, and then the food's everywhere.
I'm surprised you didn't spill more of your bodega ice cream.
I know. I was being really careful with my ice cream because I knew my reputation.
I don't even do ice cream cones. Those scare the shit out of me.
You're afraid of them?
Yeah,
it's okay.
Throw that shit in a bowl. Give me a spoon.
But I like the crunch of the cone.
We'll put a cone on top and call me Sally Banana because there's just no need for me to carry that around.
Yeah, but that's what it looks. Ugh, this comes back to your sense of childlike wonder. Sometimes I want to look like I'm in a cartoon, and there's just something about an ice cream cone that's much more cartoonish.
If I want to look like in a cartoon, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut a million tiny holes through me and call me SpongeBobbity. And I'm going to be porous. Oh, so porous.
Oh, so porous.
Or if I were to be in a cartoon, it would be, like I said last week, in a Studio Ghibli movie about cats.
You didn't say you would be in a Studio Ghibli movie.
It was insinuated. You got to read between the lines.
Read between the lines. I want to be in a Studio Ghibli movie.
Do you have a Gleek of the week?
I was gonna just go with the vibe and come up with one because it was just a lot of pressure on me.
You're right.
You asked me to do so much work for this.
All right. Do you want to do my freak of the week?
Do freak of the week first, and that'll inspire me. You inspire me every day.
My Greek.
You're Greek. Hi, James.
My freak of the week.
Yeah.
Is Baby Gronk.
What?
Okay, so it's a figure that I found on Instagram.
Okay.
Let's put up a picture of him on the green screen.
Baby Gronk. Okay.
Okay, so it's his age is unclear because in some of the videos they say he's like
not a minor.
Oh, he's a minor.
Oh, what the fuck? We're not making fun of him.
He's a public figure. No,
he's a minor.
He has like 400,000 Instagram followers. All right. Once you surpass 10 Instagram followers, people can make fun of you.
Yeah.
So he's like also his parents run his Instagram.
Oh, even worse.
So
okay, so we're making fun of them.
Yeah, for the most part. This kid's been fucked.
Because that's just not good for... Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so let me tell you about this kid.
Yeah, sorry.
So he's either in 4th grade or middle school. You're trying to get the crackle on...
I just thought I'd keep going, sorry. It was a bad idea.
I'll add it in post. Okay. He's either a 4th grader or a middle schooler. All the videos say different shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can picture him clearly.
He plays in a flag football league.
Okay.
And his
Baby Gronk, as in
Rob Gronkowski, the tight end for the
see.
Patriots and the Buccaneers.
Right.
Like Hall of Fame type football player.
Yes. Best friends with Tom Brady. They even have a secret handshake and they have sleepovers.
We should have an NFL podcast where we just analyze friendships between players.
That's all I care about.
I like that shit. I like that. I like that.
You know what
There's also
I like?
some people have nemesis.
Well, I only like the boys. That's the only thing I like about them.
It's the best part about football, the boys.
I know, but then what I hate when the boys have to lose, but I like when the boys have to win. It's a hard life. Okay, keep going. Baby Gronk. I'm getting it now. What's his real name?
No fucking clue.
That's probably good.
But
Probably
his parents put up all these fucking they make highlight reel of his flag
good?
football games. He's good, but they have him.
Why does he have so many followers? Because he's that good at football?
Well, they just market the fuck out of this kid. He's not that good. They're like, this is the top prospect. They make all these bullshit
the
videos.
fuck?
He's been recruited by University of Alabama. He's the youngest player ever to have an NIL deal, which is how they pay college athletes.
Yeah. Is that true or are they just lying?
No, they're fucking lying. No college is gonna fucking sign a fourth grader.
Maybe if he's Baby Gronk.
Well, and so he's taller and bigger than the rest of his classmates, I guess. But they got him lifting weights and shit.
Oh,
doing
isn't that kinda
serious
dangerous
fucking
for,
muscle
a
building.
preteen?
Yeah, no, you should not be lifting
Then
weights
maybe he's
until
not a
you're
preteen.
in high school.
Maybe he's in high school. But then why would his parents be running his account?
Let me fucking show you.
Pull it
him.
up because I want to see.
I'll show you Baby Gronk.
I want to see Baby Gronk.
Okay.
Oh, I have such good news.
What?
I have given you such a good opportunity to give me a gift. And the gift is a roll of toilet paper because my house is out of toilet paper.
All right.
Can I please have one roll of toilet paper, please?
Yes, just one.
Only one? All right.
So this is him. He's definitely in middle school.
Oh my God. Okay. You can't see him, but he is.
I'll put him up on the screen.
He's 11 at best. And somehow, this is really weird.
They bake all these. They find
this
these,
is really, really weird. Actually, of the parents, this is really. Why the
they
fuck
find
is
these Instagram models and they make him make videos
they're
with these hot ass
sexualizing him in a way. What? There's no need for him to be next to these models.
And they have him with these big fucking chains on that say Baby Gronk.
Oh, that's.
And sometimes they'll put him on the camera and get him to he gives these fucking speeches on camera where he talks about he's you got to get your money up. If you don't got money, you're nothing. This kind of shit. But it's so funny because what he needs instead of muscle training is fucking speech therapy because this kid just can't talk.
Does he have a lisp?
He has every speech impediment you've ever heard. He sounds like a fucking Muppet if you took the human away.
Oh, poor Baby Gronk.
This kid's fucked. And it's so funny in the comments. It's 40% of people dunking on the kid, fuck you, kid. You're not going to grow up to be anything.
Oh,
and then 40% of sensible people who are L parenting. This kid's parents are fucked. Obviously this kid's going to be a fuck face.
Well, yeah.
Because his parents are exposing him to this shit. But it's so funny because they partner with all these budding Instagram channels and obviously pay them to make videos check this out. This kid's in 4th grade and he has a picture with Coach Saban from University of Alabama and shit somehow.
I saw him with that guy who's friends with Jack Harlow. Drewski, yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking my grandma to see Drewski at Madison Square Garden for her
No, you're not.
Her final birthday wish. She wanted to see Drewski.
It's her final birthday. How do you know?
Because
she wanted to go out on her own terms.
She wants to be killed
by
Drewski. She
wants to kill him for herself in front of Drewski and change his life.
Yeah.
That's sick of your grandma.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I only know that was a lie because you would never go to Madison Square Garden.
Not the Drewski part?
No, the Drewski part I would believe.
What's Drewski on stage? What's he gonna do as a comedy? He does sketches, but is he gonna do stand up?
Is he a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Well, he's not very funny, is he, love?
He's kind of fun. I don't know. He does sketches that are kind of funny, but
just
one
I can't
person
imagine sketches. He sends one, and he runs to the other side of the stage, just whoa, what's up?
Yeah, comedy.
Comedy.
But he has a stand up tour, and it's what are you gonna say?
I'm Drewski, and here's the list of all the famous people I know. And then as
Pretty
he
much.
lists them, people cheer louder for the ones that they like. And then he knows which people to hang out with next. Based on
That's
audience.
the whole show.
The
Just
whole
him
show
naming
is him.
celebrities.
Yeah, so he'd be like, all right, who should I continue to be friends with?
Yeah, I mean, he's got fucking Jack Harlow. Woo. Drake. Woo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'll be like, all right, bet. I'm drocking Jack Harlow, and I'm hitting up my boy Drake.
We should get him on the pod.
Yeah, he needs us.
Here's my 6th reminder. Come on the podcast. To all the people that are listening, any of you are invited on the podcast, so hop on.
Really?
We got an extra seat right here.
All right.
Yeah, we have a mixing board.
And we do have a mixing
with
board.
knobs.
Me and Eric went to a comedy show, and I'll tell you,
God.
there was this bitch behind us.
Well, first tell us where you bought the seats.
Okay, so I wanted to go to this show, and so I bought the tickets immediately, like before they were resold or whatever. So it was the original prices. And in my head, I was like, I'm willing to buy a seat up to $50.
It's Noel Miller, by the way, the guy who does
it's
the
Noel Miller. It's
podcast
not
with Cody
secret.
Ko.
And I was like, I'm going to buy $50 tickets because that's how much I'm willing to spend. And I don't know. Maybe I saw him as bigger than he was. I thought $50 would be like a mid seat, like a casual fan seat. But we were right, like so close to him. We had to tilt our necks to look up at him. And it was honestly a little embarrassing because I felt like,
I mean, it was literally like the closest you could get to the stage.
We were like,
it was the front. It was the front row.
Butt.
It was
like
the front
we made
row.
eye contact many times, and I was like,
Yeah,
it was
like
fine.
my foot was on the stage. Like I was
We were
as
resting our
close as you can
stinky
get.
little toes. Like we were wiggling our toes at him.
Yeah, like I don't ever want to. For most things, I don't never want to be that close. And I was telling her, especially for a comedian, because if he starts to crowd work me, I'm leaving. I'm not taking part in fucking comedians with cool sneakers doing crowd work, as they say on the Adam Friedland show.
Why?
No, I'm not doing crowd work. I don't need.
You want to be a comedian? Participate.
I want to be a comedian. I don't want to be a crowd worky. I want to be the crowd worker. Also, if I do comedy, I'm not going to do crowd work. Actually, no, I had that really funny idea for crowd work.
Yeah, don't tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon to hear what I was going to do for crowd work. I'd have to edit it out if I said
We
it.
should have a Patreon of just the unedited podcast.
Yeah, we had to edit last week. I said some bad things.
Yeah. But so there are a few things about this show. One, damn it, how come you didn't let
I'm an audio engineer, baby.
Fuck. But I'm an audio creator. I create audio. Bah, 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 bah. Anyway, there was this girl behind us, and I've never met she was like, I'm a very level-headed, calm, cool, patient, understanding. I'm just about the chillest girl on the block. And this girl was pissing me off. I could not, and I have an annoying laugh. Everyone who listens to this knows, like, I laugh loud. I laugh often. Okay, not quite like that, but I wish I laughed like that. Okay. But basically, this isn't a story. The only thing is that she's annoying. That was it. Oh, I have a Gleek of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Gleek of the Week is Michael Gandolfini.
Oh, no, he's a freak of the week. Fuck Michael. He's our arch nemesis, Michael Gandolfini.
Yes, this is perfect. Michael Gandolfini, you are my new arch nemesis.
Michael Gandolfini, if you're listening, fuck you.
Fuck you. We know it was you. We know it was you.
We know it was you. Okay.
Don't try and hide behind your tan cowboy hat and your fringe jacket.
So a man, like 20 minutes into the comedy show, a man in a crocodile suit.
He's literally tan top to bottom. He's in a cowboy hat. We're indoors. And we're not in the Wild Wild West.
We're in Philadelphia,
We're in
baby.
Philadelphia.
City of cheesesteaks.
City of cheesesteaks. And this bitch comes in 20 minutes late with all of the authority of a C-level celebrity.
All of the authority of the son of an A-level celebrity who played a certain hungry Italian on television.
And he was dressed in only a way that a Gandolfini would dress.
Yep.
And it was him. It was him. Like
shirt, shoes, pants, the whole fucking ordeal.
The whole thing, and a hat.
And a big old hat.
And a big chain that said Michael Gandolfini on it.
That said, I'm Michael Gandolfini. I'll tell you otherwise, but I swear I'm him.
And I didn't go up to him because I don't like confrontation. Well, actually, I didn't know this was going to happen. I just looked to my left and Eric was gone.
Yeah, after the show ends, and I fucking bolted towards him because I fucking love The Sopranos. Like, I'm gonna meet Michael Gandolfini if
And
I
you
get a chance.
did.
The son of James Gandolfini, to clarify, who played
Famed
Tony
son.
Soprano on The Sopranos.
Who made the show, truly.
Yeah, you could argue that The Sopranos wouldn't have been the same without Tony Soprano.
You could argue that The Sopranos might have not been the same. I'm just going to repeat what you said. Keep going. You know what's a fucked up laugh is my dad. That's not how he laughs.
That's how I picture him laughing.
You've seen him laugh. You've met him multiple times.
Yeah, any big guy has to laugh like,
Like Santa.
I guess.
My dad's day 4 on his diet. So he's not so
diet?
big guy, and his diet is not drinking alcohol.
Oh, so it's just going cold turkey.
Yeah.
I guess you can call that a diet.
I guess so.
California sober, baby.
California sober, baby.
You should pick up smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to quit booze.
I know. I think he should try it again. He tried it once and had, as we were talking about, a panic attack. And he was
Wrong
like,
strain.
I like hate to, I want to be like, I just got to try like a dip, but
the thing is, if you were
but also
having,
like that was that was in college, like that was 20 years ago.
But that's the thing. If you're having a panic attack off 1980s weed, you would have a heart attack off 2020s weed just because it's
That's
so much
true.
stronger now. Except it is like
But he also just
tailored
had
certain
like
way.
a lot of anxiety and like like I don't know.
Well, he can start with like CBD and then work his way up.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to do it. I'm not going to push him.
No, but
yeah,
that's good for. He told you he's not drinking booze anymore.
Well, this isn't the first time he's gone on a diet.
I mean, 4 days is a long time. When I was hitting the fucking can, my therapist was like, "All right, let's do 6 days drinking, 1 day without, then 5 days drinking, 2 days without. So 4 days straight. It's a long fucking time."
I know. I mean, that's what you told me that one time, and then that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I did 1 day a week, and then 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Now I'm California sober, baby. Just weed and Coors Light. I don't like that. I don't like it anymore.
I'm gonna get a voice transplant. I'm just gonna talk like this.
No, don't do that anymore, please.
What's
the thing that I hate that you not like? There's a voice that you do that I hate, and I always think it's scary.
All right, I guess we'll run through all the voices I do.
No, don't.
Is this scary to me?
You know that's not the one. I don't know. No.
Comedian.
All right.
And I had a show.
You look like a cartoon right now, but I don't know what. I'll think of it later.
Arthur.
No.
DW. Francine. Muffy. Brain.
You're
Mr.
none of those.
Ratburn.
Okay. And next topic.
Muffy.
Next chapter.
Next chapter. Fuck. So I walk up to Michael Gandolfini.
Oh, right.
And I go, "Hey, man, sorry to interrupt, but are you Michael Gandolfini?" And he goes, "Like James Gandolfini's son?"
Also, who would say that if not?
Well, I feel like
if you don't, I wouldn't know who Michael Gandolfini is without you. And even then, I barely knew, like, you know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a Sopranos fan.
Exactly.
So.
But I'm saying, like, he would just be like, oh, like, James, like, full government name.
Yeah. So, I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, I wish. And I pulled up, I had a picture of him pulled up to like verify.
Did you show it to him?
And I showed it to him. I was like,
are you serious? You should.
Yeah, I showed it to him. I was like, look, you look exactly like him. And the girl next to him was like,
she was in on it too. That
so I'm
bitch.
thinking that bitch is in on it. So I hit
so they're
her.
all laughing at me, huh?
I hit her with the 1-2, which is a backhand, then a forehand.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I'm Michael Gandolfini, but you got to keep it quiet and not hit my girlfriend again." And I said, "Okay."
And then we left.
We left. So I think that was Michael Gandolfini.
I think it definitely was. That was like when we saw Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, in Asbury, yeah.
But it might have not been him.
If you see a man that kind of looks like Bruce Springsteen,
and you're in
Asbury Park,
like,
you can say it was Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, like I told everyone it was Bruce Springsteen.
I saw Bon Jovi outside that bagel shop in Long Branch.
I don't think really?
Yeah.
I don't think I would recognize him. You met any other celebrities? I haven't.
Yeah, I met my dad met John Lennon.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh my god, and I tell you that story.
No, he met John. Are you being serious or are you fucking with me?
No, I mean that's okay. So this was like in the late 70s, before he died.
I would assume.
And my dad was in New York, and he went to a record shop, and it was at the record shop. They also sold T-shirts. They'd print T-shirts in the shop. They had
cool.
like designs up on the wall, and you'd select the one you wanted. They'd print it for you.
Let's bring that back.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And so my dad, it was when Paul McCartney formed his new band Wings, and he wanted a Wings t-shirt. And
John Lennon did?
My dad wanted a Wings t-shirt, and there were two guys behind the counter. It was like the owner of the record shop, and then his buddy who looked a lot like fucking John Lennon. And the guy was like showing John Lennon how to like print t-shirts. And
he needed a marketable skill after the Beatles.
yeah, he was broke. He was going to go into t-shirt printing. He was going to work in a sweatshop.
It's an honest wage.
Yeah. And so my dad was like, I want this t-shirt. And it was a fucking Wings t-shirt. And this is like after the Beatles broke up and,
and
John
beefing.
and Paul kind of.
What an embarrassing thing to say in front of John
and
Lennon.
So
your dad
the guy like
known.
prints it with this guy who looks a lot like John Lennon. And then he's getting rung up. And my dad says to him, he's like, hey, you look like a lot like John Lennon. And the John looks up at my dad and goes, just a stroke of luck, maybe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What? Damn.
And then my dad left.
So it had to have been him.
No, it was him. Like,
Yeah.
he knew it was him. My dad just didn't know what the fuck to say. So he's like, you look a lot like John Lennon, which is kind of what I did with Michael Gandolfini.
Yeah, except he didn't. Oh, that's exactly.
And John Lennon just goes, just a stroke of luck.
I guess.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to
Good
hitting my
accent.
wife and making art.
Excuse me, I'm going to go beat my wife.
Excuse me, I'm going to go get naked for a magazine cover and hit my wife, but she still loves me. I used to be cruel and hit my wife all the
now
time.
I just say the N-word with a hard R.
I have to admit it's getting better. I listened to Sgt. Pepper today.
Yeah.
So fucking good. I watched a video though about Anthony Fantano being like, Sgt. Pepper isn't a perfect 10. I was like, just because you don't understand the irony of Paul McCartney's lyrics doesn't
Also,
mean...
there's no objective 10 out of 10 just because you don't like it.
Yeah, no, okay, he doesn't think that it's a 10. I think
it's a 10, and that's enough for me.
That was our album review of the week. Sgt. Pepper's. Go listen to it.
But I haven't even listened to it.
What?
I haven't listened to that album.
You haven't listened to Sgt. Pepper's?
No.
Oh my god.
Remember when I said all the famous music that everybody should know? That's the stuff I don't know.
You gotta go listen to Sgt. Pepper's.
I know. It's on the list. All right. I have a list. I'm working through it. I'm going to get all the references one day. Seriously.
We should get all the characters that we mention on this podcast together for a big fight. Michael
Yeah.
Gandolfini.
We should
Baby
put them
Gronk.
all in a ring. Baby Gronk. My money's on Baby Gronk.
Yeah, Baby Gronk would beat the shit out of lying Michael Gandolfini.
Yeah. His
Lying
stupid
Michael
outfit.
Gandolfini.
He lies.
He lies. He
Right in
tells
our
so many lies.
face.
Right in our faces. He has no respect.
Yeah. New arch nemesis.
He's nothing like his father, who was an honorable man, I may add.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So from like 2 fucking weeks ago, or no, it was just last week's episode. Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
When I was like, Trump's getting arrested.
But you must make penance.
He didn't get arrested.
He didn't?
No. Which makes sense because I was like, how the fuck are they going to get a jury to all agree?
You ever been called for jury duty?
No, I wish.
Me too. I really, really want to.
I know. I should probably register to vote.
You haven't registered to vote?
No, I'm kidding. I did.
Oh. You sound like a Mario character. This is so crazy. I
that's
can't
making
believe. I
noise.
think you listened to my advice last episode. You're making eye contact with me right now as we're talking.
Move your head.
Were you just?
Yes, recycling cans.
No, you were just looking me in the eyes. I know because you never do that, and so it was crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realize I was.
I know this. That threw me off a few bit. You've made eye contact with me like 4 times this episode,
Every day I become less neurodivergent.
and more silly. You don't
I'm
like
not
that?
neurodivergent. I'm silly.
You could be both.
You can technically be both. Fuck. Okay.
What?
I had like an advice thing I wanted to read, but
Oh, let's read it.
no, I think we should save it because I want to dedicate some time to it. And
Well, how
I don't
much
wanna
time
make the
do we have
episode
left?
Too long. We're at 45.
We got.
That's
10.
like an awkward time.
I know. Just call it. Just kidding.
All of our episodes have been between like 45 minutes and an hour.
All right.
I got like a real like unfortunate fucking Fox News notification. They make the best clickbait. It's great.
They do.
Yeah.
And let's hear it.
No, it's not
Oh.
friendly for the air.
Oh.
It's
Wow. It must be pretty bad for you to say that.
Yeah, no, it's just like
I'm actually getting like a little unsettled. The fact that you keep making eye contact with me, I'm really not used to this.
Listen, I'm a changed man. I'm not saying things that we're gonna have to cut out later. I'm making eye contact with you.
Yeah,
I have a sexy new laugh.
We need to like go out to dinner soon. I'm so excited. Will you make eye contact with me there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you meant like you were taking me back. Because I make eye contact with you now and have a nice laugh.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, we can go to Red Robin. Oh, speaking of which, dude, this man that I met in Guitar Center keeps fucking like...
Which man?
The man whose number...
Oh, yes.
Who I text. So, I don't know. Did I tell this story? I don't think I told this story in here.
Tell the world.
I've been kind of meaning to. So, I was in Guitar Center like fucking around with some shit and some dude walks up to me. And he's like talking out loud to himself while looking at like amps and shit. He's like, "Oh, look at this!
Sounds like you.
4150, like blah blah blah." And
I feel like you do that when we're in there, and when you don't realize I've left to go look at the pictures of the pedals, and you're just like still talking to me.
Yeah. So he starts doing it. I turn next. I was like, "Yeah, it's a pretty fucking sick amp, right?"
Yeah.
And he turns to me. He's like, and I was like, and then we just started talking about gear for a while, like talking about different amps and shit. And the whole time his poor fucking wife is just standing next to him like, yeah. But anyways, we're talking. He's like, oh yeah, like I used to like be in this band. Like he kept talking about like all this bands he was in and all this shit and all this cool shit. And he's wearing like the clothes that a poor person who's trying to look rich wears. Like he's wearing a beanie that just says Porsche on it. And he's
like, this is expensive.
He's like, you've heard of the car, right?
I've got it on a hat.
And he's wearing like a scarf that has like some like I think it was supposed to look like
was
Gucci
it meant
or
to
Louis.
keep him...
It was supposed to look like it had letters on it, which
what did they spell?
It was just letters.
Oh.
Didn't spell any. I think it was supposed to be like Gucci, but it didn't look real.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like, oh, like I'm in the music industry, man, and I'm always looking for like people young talent and stuff to link up with. And like I know a bunch of guys, like we can get something going. And he's just being super vague about everything. But he's like, let me get your number. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I give him my number. And here, so he texted me. Should I pull up the texts?
Yeah, because it's really weird.
Yeah. And it just the whole time he's being like, and we're just talking about gear and shit. Like we're not, and I mentioned that I was in a band and stuff. That's important to note, actually. Okay, so what's his name? There it is. It's, hey man, I've got a lead on a couple different projects. I would like to try to find a day to meet up, run through a couple charts, regardless as to where it may or may not be, an open mic maybe. Again, regardless, I'd like to sit down, hear what you have to offer, being you were playing in a band. It gives you a perspective that other players don't have. Also, based on the few minutes that we spoke, your perspective of tone, gear, equipment is also in keeping with the level of player I choose to associate myself with.
This man used
I understand
the fuck
that
out
sounds
of a
the way
thesaurus.
I understand that sounds the way it sounds. dot. Oh well. Thoughts? Talk to you soon. And the whole time he doesn't say like anything.
That was a whole lot. That sounds like you just did the autofill text. Like he typed one word and then just did the and I'm just like, hey man, sounds good. Like I'm free next week. It sounds like Chat GPT.
Like, yeah, like he just say he's like, I'd love to meet up and like.
I know that sounds how it sounds, but thoughts.
Yeah, no, like
thoughts
he's
about
like,
what?
I'd love to meet up and hear what you have to offer and maybe run through some music. Like what?
He said run through some charts. Like.
And then he's a few days next week. He's like, "Hey, Eric, how's it going? I'm setting aside some time for a few new projects. Thoughts?" And I'm like,
"What are the projects?"
Good. He's like, "Sounds good. I'll check in over the weekend. Maybe we can do next Tuesday after 9 or Thursday after 6. Thoughts?"
Those are late times.
And he's like, "Hey, Eric, how are you? Been missing you.
What?
Meant to give you
he says been missing you.
Sorry, I've been missing you.
Oh.
Meant to give you a shot last week. I got caught up. I'll be meeting with one of my guitar players from one of the bands for which I'm currently working. I don't know what he does.
I was just gonna say, what the fuck
I told
that
him
mean?
I'm like an audio engineer. He's like, oh, those are good to have. Like,
as what? I don't know. Pet?
Like, I don't know what he does. And he's like, I'll be seeing this other guitarist tomorrow night. I'll send you a text tomorrow night after speaking with him in regards to us all getting together. And
why is he texting like
and
it's
I was
an email?
Like, sounds good. Well, he's just like a middle-aged, like older guy. And I was like, sounds good, man. Just let me know.
The moral of the story
and he just
is
doesn't
like,
text me. He just texted me saying we got to get together and figure some things out.
We got to link up and build.
And I don't know what he's doing. Like I don't know what. My original thought was like he's like a metal guy, like based on the amp. I was like fucking with the metal amps, like the high gain amps and shit. And I thought he might think I'm like a good metal guitarist or something, which I'm not. I'm not a fucking good guitarist. Also, like I hope he's not trying to bring me in because he kind of made it sound like he wanted me to like play on an album or something. It's like, dude, I can't. Like I'm not good at playing guitar.
Good but you can jam if you want.
I can jam if anyone wants to fucking jam with me.
If anyone, maybe even if your name rhymes with if your name rhymes with Shaq and you want
We established last episode my feelings on Shaq. So if you're talking about Shaquille O'Neal, no, I don't want to jam with him, even though he's a DJ.
He's a DJ?
Yeah.
Everyone's a
and
fucking
he's no
DJ.
Funny Bone. Who we also need to get on the pod.
Yeah, we do need to get him on the pod.
But anyways, he just keeps fucking texting me and but then like saying nothing and then being like, I'll text you tomorrow. We'll figure something out. And then it's been like 6 texts back and forth of just like this vague shit. And it's like, dude, if you were going to molest me already. Like I assume that's what this was.
Yeah.
And I just rather he gets it over with.
Yeah, seriously.
And maybe his bored wife can watch. I don't know. But I only like gave him my number and like text him and shit in the hopes that like, it's like, okay, 80% chance he's trying to molest me, 20% chance he's an actual rich dude who can help like advance my music career.
And that's a risk
if you're
willing
listening
to take.
And you're a rich dude who's probably going to help me advance my music career, I'll do some things. I'll get down. People complain about like, oh, Harvey Weinstein made me suck his dick for a role. Bitch, be fucking grateful. You're going to be in a Harvey Weinstein movie and you're complaining about a fucking 10-minute blowjob? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You know what I'd give to go down on Harvey Weinstein? Is he in prison? Is he dead yet?
I honestly, I don't even know what to. I don't.
I'll make him come to death, just so I can do sound for his next movie.
I don't think he's making movies.
Yeah,
I don't think he's making movies anymore.
I don't know. I'm sure there's another
someone
fucking
else.
Pedophilic Weinstein in fucking Hollywood.
Yeah, well, I don't think that.
That's what the pod's going to turn into. I'm going to start spreading conspiracy theories about pedophile Jews in Hollywood, and I'm allowed to do that because I'm a pedophile Jew. I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah.
Or a Jew. Just to clear that up. So that looks like it's about time.
I am honestly like, I'm speechless. I don't know.
I've been rewatching BoJack Horseman because I feel like
I love BoJack Horseman.
I watched like as the seasons came out, so I'd like forget shit. Mm-hmm. And I want to like binge watch it so I can like see his character arc. And rewatching the first season, it's like, oh fuck, I forgot he acted this way. Because the last few seasons are just him like reflecting on how shitty of a person he was.
Yeah.
And I forgot that there's like a few good seasons where it's just like this guy's a shitbag.
Yeah.
Before he like realizes it.
Yeah.
So it's a good show to rewatch. I'm excited for the rewatch.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't started the rewatch?
Well, I'm like still in the first season. It's like my night show, so I only get like one episode a night before I pass out.
Maybe I'll listen. Maybe I'll watch that. Succession new season is out. You gotta
know.
Watch.
I was about to start Succession, but I was like, I'm just gonna wait till it's all over and then I'll just watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
I know I gotta watch it. That's like the most recommended show to me.
Yeah, you really got to narrow it down because you don't want any shows with magic.
No.
So no Game of Thrones.
Well, I saw the first like 5 seasons of Game of Thrones.
You like the politics of it.
And I like the politics of it.
And just about that it. Just about that it.
I like that strapping young fellow, Bram.
Bran?
Bram!
He's not a strapping young fellow. He's not a strapping young fellow at all.
He can fly, no?
No, he's like paralyzed from the waist down.
Just the way I like him. He can't run.
Oh, Jesus.
He can't teleport, can he?
I don't know.
Right?
Right?
He can't teleport, can he?
No.
What episode is this? This feels like a 15. I feel like we haven't done any low numbers.
Ooh, we should do a low number. That's a good idea.
What about like 14, 15, 17?
15 we should save because...
Oh my god.
That scared the shit out of me.
That scared me too. The music started playing. Holy shit. I got to stop putting music at the end before we finish.
Well, no, I know why you do that. It's a reasonable thing to do.
Oh my god, that was so fucking loud. I forgot that I did that.
Yeah, that was really frightening.
17?
17, yeah. Because when you're 15, you like that song? Somebody tells you they love you. You
gotta believe them if it's your dad's friend. You gotta follow him wherever he takes you.
I don't think that's a part of the song.
Is that Taylor Swift?
Yeah, of course. You haven't listened to Fearless? I know, you're just a Speak Now bitch. I get that.
Dude, I tried listening to her later albums, and I like read the one right after Speak Now, and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah, I know. Speak Now is a diamond.
Like, it's the perfect mix of, it's raw, but still like great production. Like, her singing is fucking A1. It's not just like her talk singing.
Yeah. No, Speak Now is my favorite. It's a masterpiece. It's delightful.
I seriously fucking agree. But
it's a no skip.
What's that other song about ages?
There's a lot of them.
It's like when you were 16.
Oh, it's like I was 7 years old.
No, I'm thinking of another one. I know that
Lucas
one.
Graham. What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of what? Wait, it's like 5 years strong or something.
What?
Fuck. Wait. We're not. Wait, sorry. We're not stopping until I figure this out.
We should go. We can keep going. I'm not in a rush.
No, I know. Oh no, 5 years is a David Bowie song. It's a song about growing.
Yeah, it's usually songs about years. Usually, there's a great song.
I'm just
called
looking up
17.
years.
You're just 17, so much like me.
So who's that by?
Sharon Van Opetap.
Oh shit.
What?
I don't know who that is.
You do.
There's an album by XXX Temptation called 17.
Okay, I'm thinking. What's her name?
What's the one where it's like, first? It's like goes back in time.
That is 7 years.
7? No.
Yes, it is.
No. Once I was 7 years old. No. It's different. No, yeah, it's different. It's more heartfelt.
Maybe it's the acoustic version. Thanks.
Fuck. It's Okay, I don't want to waste air doing this.
Oh wait, maybe it's this.
Y'all niggas stop playing, nigga.
No. Okay.
Nailed it. Wait, okay, give me one more minute. No,
take your time. You're the audio editor. You can cut out as much dead air as you want. And maybe I'll tell a little something.
Yeah, tell a joke while I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm not very funny.
I feel like it's Years Strong or something.
Do you know who it's by?
Oh, 4 Years Strong is a fucking band that doesn't do. No, I don't know who it's by.
5 for Fighting, isn't that a band?
Wait, 5 for Fighting. That's.
Is that what is that? That's not a band.
What is that? No, that is a band. Did they make it?
Oh
my god! Wait, that's the band. That's
Really?
the band that made it. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
The song is called 100 Years.
I knew it.
Wait,
I know this song. Yes! Wait, shut the fuck up. This is the one earlier when you said songs that would take me out of a panic attack. This is one I could not think of.
This podcast episode has come full circle.
Oh my god, there it is. This one is so, yeah. Only got 100 days to live. I'm 16 now when I'm in it. I'm waiting by I'm 15. Nothing a days better than this. When you only got 100 years to live.
This has been On Good Terms, episode 17. Thank you guys.
I love you, all of my special friends. I love you so much, you little rat bastards.
You little bi people of crayons.
Oh.
Good night.
All right. Sleep tight. I love you.